Alright, time now is 12:05 afternoon on January 10th. Um, yeah, I had a good sleep. Very good, even though I went to bed at 4 a.m. in the morning. And I didn't even finish Funny Games. I only watched half of it. Yeah, I slept all the way until 11, and then I woke up slightly before the alarm rang again for some reason. So I woke up, had breakfast, and the breakfast I wanted to have something small, and that would be apple cinnamon flavored oatmeal. So I had that, drank some water. That's it. I'm out. So 4 hours and 4.5 hours later, I'm going to leave for college. And so what's going to happen up next is I'm going to finish Funny Games. I'm gonna do psychology homework, and I'm going to try food delivery. The host woman asked me, "Oh, what apps have you used before?" So I asked her because before that I asked her, "Oh, no, she said first. She said first, oh, you can try Grubhub, which is something that I didn't really know what it is. I know it from a meme, but I didn't really know what Grubhub is. And so she's like, oh, you can try Grubhub and DoorDash, and I've never used any of that. So she's like, okay, what apps have you used? And I said, well, in Hong Kong, there's an app called Deliveroo. Or I said, oh, well, I don't know how. I forgot what I said, but something along the lines of that. And she's like, oh, never heard of it. But yeah, I'm gonna try food delivery. Let's see what sort of foods do I want to eat. Pretty exciting. Many wows. In other news, I received an email telling me that they have finally lifted my block to change my mailing address from an international address to a US address. So if they have lifted my block, I can do that and then I can send to the cashier's office. No problemo. So that's it for today. Nothing interesting is gonna happen, and I don't think anything interesting is gonna happen in the next 2 weeks or so because my social life is still at its infant stage. Oh, I have to mention that I had a dream this morning, and it was a very complicated and vague dream. But I did something wrong. I took a photo of some celebrities, and while they were not noticing, and when they haven't given permission, and those celebrities and some of their fans and some other management people harassed me for it, and kept on yelling at me and harassing me every single day, everywhere I go. And my dad was really angry, and he grabbed me and threw me against the wall in the bathroom. So I was really upset and humiliated and embarrassed, and I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have taken the photo, but the harassment is just too much. So there's this activity event thing where me and a bunch of other people, a bunch of former classmates from the school have returned. Everybody's there. Natalie, Mary, everybody. And I went there, and the harassment continued. Some random dude came out of nowhere and started yelling at me, and I kept my sense of humor, so I jokingly responded to some of the harassments, verbal harassments, and it was funny, but very soon the harassment continues, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, and I try to lay low. But surprisingly, the people around me defended me and 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 fought back. The harasser with verbal harassment. So people are actually defending me, and it felt really strong. It felt really wholesome and warm and powerful, and it was a great feeling. And then I was thrown to jail. But at first, the jail was really dirty. But after my classmates have defended me, it felt cleaner. Like people clean the jail for me because they have a newfound respect for me. So this is amazing. This is an amazing dream. It's a happy nightmare, and I miss my classmates. So yesterday, or I think a couple days ago, Mary hung out with her old classmates in from C class. So Cherry and Alan were both there, and man, Mary looks so damn good. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just If I really had the chance, if she's really standing in front of me right now, I will not hesitate and I will tell her all my thoughts and feelings completely, like 100%. Of course, without like pushing the boundaries. Like, I would still respect boundaries and I would still try not to freak her out. But I will be 100% honest and I will not hesitate. If she's standing right in front of me, I will tell her all my feelings without a lick of hesitation. In 2019, I would have hesitated. In 2020, I would have hesitated, even though it would be less. Last year, I would. Right now, I even more so wouldn't. So, yeah, Mary, please, just, uh, but yeah, it's not a goal anymore. I mean, it's likely that I'll never speak to or see Mary again. So, yeah, just it's best forget it. It's best if I forget it. And in the future, if I'm able to make the conspiracy short film and I pay homage to the character of Mary, and if Mary sees that, at least Mary would see how much I revere for her. So, yeah. Alright, I just downloaded Uber Eats and tried it. It's very easy to download and to navigate, but holy shit, is it expensive. Holy shit. I placed the order already, so there's no turning back, but I'm not going to do this for the next week. This is too expensive. Usually, a meal in Hong Kong, especially for a student, is around $40. This meal is $213.5. 213. What the fuck? And that is minus the drinks and any side dish. So there's this Vietnamese restaurant, and I'm like, oh, finally, we're getting somewhere. Because a lot of restaurants nearby are sandwich restaurants and Subway and Burger King and McDonald's and Shake Shack. I don't want any of that now. Please don't do that to me. So you know what? Let's try something. So there are these Japanese restaurants that I want to try, except my host hates fish. So okay, fine. Vietnamese restaurant. So I got myself a broken rice plate that's pork. And that plate itself is $14. Okay, it's 14. 14.5, I think. And then I can add sides, so I'm like, okay, add an egg and then add a new sauce. And that added it up to 18. And then plus taxes, it went from 18 to 24, and then plus tips, it went from 24 to 27.37, which is $213.5. This meal better be good. This better be a Michelin 5-star meal, because otherwise, it's totally not worth it. It's totally not worth it. By the way, $213.5, 0.5 Hong Kong dollars is equivalent to almost all of the mangas I bought in the anime convention, minus the Bakemonogatari one. So all this money can be spent on 5 mangas. 5 volumes. But now it's wasted on a pork plate. And I tried my best to look for cheap ones, but they're all extremely expensive. Even for McDonald's. Even for McDonald's, it's like $8 per burger. 8? 64? 64 for a burger. 64. You can get the same burger for half the price in Hong Kong. So yeah, LA is messed up. It is extremely messed up. You know, if this economy goes on, and if LA really doesn't seem to suit me, I'm moving to Taiwan. And that is if Taiwan is safe. My mom, you know how my mom and her friends are always like, oh, move to China, go to Beijing. The movie industry in Beijing now is really good. Like, you stupid? You're stupid? Chinese movie industry has so many restrictions and so much propaganda that working there is automatically a no. Working in the movie industry in China is literally means nothing. You have no artistic freedom there. But Taiwan, on the other hand, heck yeah. And if I go to Taiwan, I'll get free protection. So it's great. And also, given the fact that I love Chinese period films, I think going to Taiwan would be of great advantage for me. So I may move to Taiwan. Fuck it. I won't go back to Hong Kong. I won't stay here in the USA. Taiwan is my next destination, I guess. $213 Hong Kong dollars. Come on. Shit. Oh my god. What the fuck? It says 19.71. I don't know why. Alright, so let's try Whole Foods ginger ale. Never tried it before. Is there real ale in it? Let's see. No, it is exactly like Hong Kong's ginger ale, except less gingery, more sweet. Alright, here comes the food. This is, okay, it's weird because the receipt says $19.71, even though in the app it says 27 point something. So if it's 19.71, that would be about 140. That would be about 153.7 Hong Kong dollars, which is still outrageously expensive. I could afford 3 meals with this money. But here we go. This is Vietnamese broken plate. I don't know why it's called broken plate. Broken plate rice with pork plus a $3 fried egg. $3. Hey man. Oh, okay. Side. Go back. Side. All right. Go. All right. Well, there's a sauce in this thing. By the way, the extra peanut butter sauce is 50 cents, so it's not that expensive. But yeah, this is this. All right, so let's see if this is any good. There's the pork. It's not even properly cut. It's a whole string. It looks fine. Smells good, but we'll see. With the rice. Okay. The rice is fine. There's no sauce in it. Okay, so apparently my mom is checking how much I paid. It's $23 US. So both the receipt and the app lied to me. Okay. Do I think it's worth it? No. If this plate is about 1/3 of the price I paid, it would make more sense. But no. It's not great. The rice doesn't have sauce, but I have sauce here, so I'm gonna put it. Okay, let's try the egg first. $3 fried egg. $3 in US is 24. $24 for this piece of shit. It's fine. It's fine. Nice pickled carrots, but overall it's just fine. The dog is staring at me because he wants food. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we're out again. Shit. Alright, lots of dried leaves, empty roads, really nice. Not that shiny, I don't know why. Because, you know, last Thursday when I went to school, I walked out of the house at around 4:15, but right now it's 4:30. I'm 15 minutes late. And that's okay because last Thursday I arrived at college like 20 minutes early. So right now I'm 15 minutes late. It should be fine. Unless I get lost or something. But yeah, the weather is significantly like calmer right now and not as shiny. So yeah, I'm going to be walking the same road and doing the same things and thinking the same things very soon. So there's that. Not much else. Tomorrow I don't have to go to college actually because I have an online exam. So I can just stay at home all day tomorrow with D-lunch. And then on Wednesday I may hang out with JT. So there's that. Alright, I don't know where the fuck... okay. So, I went here and I'm like, okay, I must have gone to the wrong direction. I crossed the road, I looked at Google Map and realized I went to the wrong direction. So I went back here and apparently the bus stop should be over there. I don't know how did I mess that up, but okay. Alright, lecture over. Waiting for bus. Alright, number 7 just went by. RIP. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait for another 12 hours. Alright, just got off. Look at the moon. Very nice. Alright, so the bus driver didn't mess up this time, so that's pretty cool. So let's talk about what happened today at college as part of college update. So, right, I'm not late. I wasn't late. I was early by a little bit, so that's pretty cool. So only 7 people came to school today. 7. Which is insane. Which is absolutely insane. How am I going to cross the street? Okay, I don't know. But only 7. Okay, I'm going to speak loudly when I feel comfortable to. Alright, but only 7 people. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. Only 7 people came to class today. 7! What in the actual fuck? We might as well be a small study group. All of us. So there were only 7 of us, and you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna use real first names because I don't care anymore. So there is the tall white man who sits behind me and then to my right, and he's the only person to my right, and he's a tall white man. I forget his name. Then to my left there is, in the front row, in front of me there is Nicole, who is a girl who is also very tall and probably in her late 20s if not early 30s, from Eritrea. And then to my right, it is, in the front row, Evan, a really, a boy who really participates. He is very active and he shakes his legs all the time. Like this. Like this. I don't know why I had to do it in front of the street, but you get the idea. Behind Evan is, okay, I'm trying to remember the names. She is a white girl, Vivian, who is also very active. I mean, everybody's very active in the class other than me. Vivian, who's a white girl who's really all about participating and understanding. He has a lot of questions. Alright, the host just called me because I'm not early enough for her fucking dinner. Alright, okay, anyways, there's the white girl, And then to the very, very, very right, in front, we have Bean, who is, I think, a black girl, or I think a Latina, and she also asks a lot of questions. But the person who asked the most questions is Vivian, the white girl. But Bean, she's the most woke, in that she's like, right off the bat in the first class, she's like, feminism, and then lately she's like, oh yeah, race stuff, and I don't mind it, but it's just a very American thing. Like, you don't see stuff like this in Hong Kong. And then behind her is a Mexican girl who is a little fat. So today, a little bit development. With only 7 people, you would think there is more development, and indeed, there is. Okay. And so, during the break, the Mexican girl came up to me. So, before that, received an email on my phone, and apparently Vivian, the white girl, of course, the most active one, the girl who asked the most questions, she decided to open a Discord server for all people to join in, so I joined in, and I was the 3rd one to join, including Vivian herself. So there's that. And then I joined in during break, used my computer, and then afterwards I just grabbed my phone and went out the classroom, get some fresh air, whatever. And then the Mexican girl who was speaking to Bean came to me asking for my notes, saying that when she typed in her notes in her iPad crashed. So it would be great if I could share my notes with her for chapters 1 and 2. So I said, oh yeah, and so I gave her my email. Well, she asked for my email. I gave her my email, and then okay, I think I'm supposed to go diagonal here, or not yet, maybe. I forgot. I think I'm supposed to, yeah. I go straight here and diagonal there, or I go diagonal here and straight there. Same thing. But yeah, I gave her my email, my Gmail, and she asked for it first, and I gave it to her. So there's that, some development, really cool. And I was really nice about it. I feel like to a degree she's a little bit scared, to a certain degree, because I'm the quietest one, I'm the Asian, the only one, and I don't speak a lot. And whenever I do, I just mumble, and my voice is very soft. When I'm quiet, my voice is very soft. And so she came up to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And I was really, really nice. I was like, well, my notes are a little messy. I don't know if that's okay. And she's like, oh, it's okay. So, there we go. I've made a connection. Some sort of connection. And so, yeah, hopefully I make some friends here, even though it wouldn't be permanent, because it's a winter course and it's psychology, and I'm not even a psychology major. But hey, at least I could meet and talk to some people, which is really nice. And yeah, whatever. Tomorrow I'm gonna stay in the house the whole day. I'm gonna have a D-lunch. I'm gonna finish the potato chips and grandma's cakes, because my grandma's cakes are gonna expire very soon, I think. So it's best to eat as soon as possible. I also want to finish the orange juice. So I'm gonna have a D-lunch. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be cool. If I want to eat fruits, there are fruits. Yeah, and I'm gonna do the exam online tomorrow. And before the exam, I'm gonna send her my notes. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna go out a little early, hopefully, and I can hang out with JT for the first time in 6 days, which is not that long. I mean, I didn't hang out with Natalie for 11 months. And it's been so long since I've seen Mary, and I don't think I'll ever see her again. So me not seeing JT for 6 days is not really a big deal. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it here. I'm gonna go home, have some dinner, yada yada, and I have to unlock the door again, which is so freaking stupid. You're in the house yourself. Why do I have to lock the door for you? Why? I guess it's an American thing where houses are big, so you're gonna have to lock the door, because having another person to guard the door and lock it from the inside, walk to the door and lock it from the inside, is a hassle because the house is too fucking big. All right, time now is 8:59. Yeah, I finished dinner. Another small dinner. It is deep fried chicken, which tastes good. It's fine. It's kind of like KFC. And then it is rice again, which is fine. Fine by me. I eat a lot of rice, usually. But this rice is not perfectly cooked. There's a little bit on the wet side. And it is a strange combination to have fried chicken with rice. It is a strange combination. And then Brussels sprouts that I think is somewhat mediocre, and some salsa sauce for no reason whatsoever. I just eat it like a vegetable because the meal clearly lacks vegetables. So yeah, that's all. It's not that great, but not that bad. Now yeah, I'm not gonna go anywhere tomorrow. I'm not gonna do much. Not gonna eat much. I will eat much, but I won't eat as much as today. I ate all 3 meals today: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I will have some snacks later. Gaining that weight. Um, but yeah, I'm just happy that I'm able to make some connection here in this class. And only 7 people. What the fuck? Like, I've never lived in Los Angeles before. I've never lived outside of my own country before, okay? I'm the only Asian in the class. This is my first time having face-to-face college, and the class has only 7 people. That's no good. That's no good. So yeah, it's quite scary actually. Yeah, anyways, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and then I forgot. Like, before I had dinner, while I was coming back, I was going to say something, but now I just kind of forgot about it. Shoot, I kind of forget. I don't know. So I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm not gonna do too much later. Anyways, I'm gonna organize my psychology notes a little bit, even though I don't want to. I just want to rest because I'm a lazy boy. I'm gonna edit Korean vlog, which I've been procrastinating every single day. I've never edited a Korea vlog video ever since January 4th. So got to do that. I'm gonna edit Central vlog. Yeah, I talked about that already. Oh, I'm gonna film and edit an album review, I think. Haven't decided which album to review because I don't have one in mind yet. I haven't prepared at all, but I may do that. I might as well just do that. And then I'm gonna watch Call Me Son, 3 episodes, and that's it. And if I have spare time, I would like to finish The Version because I really want to finish it, because I've been wanting to finish this script for 2 years already. It's been 2 years since I've started writing on The Virgin, and I haven't even finished it, so I really want to finish it. And I low-key want Natalie to read it. I don't know. And I actually kind of don't want Natalie to read it too, because I don't want her to think things of me, but at the same time I want to brag, like, like, oh, I can write stories too, I don't know, I look weird. My hairstyle is kind of weird. It's kind of a mess, especially under this lighting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. And I would like to read some of Liu Zai, and once I finish writing The Version, I would like to start working on liturgy. So Liu Zai is definitely gonna work, and that's all. I'm gonna have a big breakfast tomorrow. I'm gonna have a D lunch, and hang out with JT on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'm gonna hopefully hang out with someone. If not, I don't know. I'm gonna go around. No plans, really. No plans. No plans. No plan at all. So yeah. All right. Time now is 2:29 a.m. in the morning. I edited some videos for my Korea vlog, and that's pretty much it. I have once again ran out of time. I don't know why, but time is moving really fast again. Like, like when I finished filming my weekend review, it was 12 at midnight, and you'd think that if I edit the review and then I edit some Korea videos, it would be 1 p.m. ish, 1 a.m. ish, but no, it's already 2:30 a.m. So yes, I didn't watch Komi-san wa Komuso this like I promised myself to. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow instead. And also, I didn't technically edit any videos in my central vlog. I did import some videos and did a little bit of stuff in the timeline. That's it. So yeah, I really didn't have a lot of time, and I just want to go to bed now. Um, and I want to wake up a little early tomorrow because I promised. Also, I called her the Mexican girl. But I shouldn't have said that because I don't know what is her nationality. So she's a Latina. So a Latina asked me for psychology notes, and there's no way in hell am I gonna send her my notes now, even though I totally can, but I won't. Um, so I'm gonna wake up a little early tomorrow and send her my notes, or I send them to her like right now, even though they're not organized at all, but I send them to her right now, and then tomorrow I can wake up a little later. Yeah, at 11 ish. I want to wake up at 11. Yeah. I don't know. I feel fat. I am fat. I should go work out. I don't know. Oh, and then I have to send the ID card thing to the college. Right. I still haven't done that. I finally updated my mailing address. The block is lifted. Yeah, oh my god. I'm so sleepy. All right. Time now is January 11th, 11:20 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, a few stuff to talk about. A few stuff to talk about. First of all, okay, yeah, first of all, I slept from 3:30 to 11, which is, I believe 7.5 hours, which is not bad. It's pretty nice. Okay, so I can do the chapter quiz today. Okay, thank God. Okay, so I thought I was late to the quizzes. But anyways, yeah, just woke up, brushed my teeth, yada yada. And yeah, I was gonna do a whole day today without leaving the place, and then tomorrow hang out with JT. But JT, of course, had some changes in her schedule again. So yesterday, Monday, JT's supposed to go to the bank because yesterday I was gonna hang out with JT. Well, I considered, but JT had to go to the bank with her host to make the bank account. So I can't hang out with JT. So today I also wouldn't be able to hang out with JT because I have psychology exams and stuff. So it would be a Wednesday then, which is fine. We could hang out in the morning, and then afterwards at around 4:45, I'm just gonna go to my college. Now, early this morning when I checked my phone, JT asked me to hang out today instead because yesterday on Monday she actually didn't go to the bank. So her host planned to bring her to the bank on Wednesday, which means that she won't be free tomorrow. So if we want to have lunch together, today would be the day. And so she asked me if it's okay. And I gave it some thought because I have psychology exam and three quizzes and one exam to handle. And I said yes. So this means I'll do the exam tonight after I return home. And so it's a good thing because JT's class ends at 2:30 p.m. So I still have some time now. So after I eat a small breakfast, I'm gonna come back here, do all 3 of the quizzes, and then I'm gonna leave and meet up with JT. And then I'm gonna come back home. I'm gonna do the psychology exam, and then after the exam, I do some other stuff like editing my vlogs, and a YouTube video, and I'm gonna watch anime, stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. And also last night, right before I sleep, I sent the notes to I shared the notes to the Latina. Because I don't want to wake up early, and she's probably gonna question me if I send her my notes very late in the morning, quote unquote morning. But yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna hang out with JT today, and schedule a bit tight, but yeah. But this means I'm gonna have a very light breakfast, and as for lunch, I'm not gonna have a lunch, but I do want to finish Grandma's cakes. So I'm gonna have a small breakfast, and then I'm gonna come back here and finish the cakes, which is fine. It's just a small cake, so it'll be fine. All right. Time now is 1:53. Somehow, JT's class ended today early, so she's directly going to Sawtell now. She originally asked me to decide what to eat, but I'm not a very decisive person. But anyways, she had the idea that maybe we should go to Sawtell because it's such a wonderful place. So we're going to Sawtell and by bus number 7. But the bus doesn't take us to exactly where Sawtell is. So we're gonna have to take off at some point, and then we're gonna walk to Sawtell. Here I am. I'm back with my adventure bag. Yeah, I'm back. I did wear this to the cinema, but yeah, I'm on my own and I'm wearing this now. It's adventure time. Also, I guess this is the first time that I and JT like meet up, just the 2 of us, for like a lunch or something. And yeah, it's weird because 3 years ago, there's no way in hell would I ever invite somebody to somewhere, and it would be a rare occasion if somebody invites me to something. But for the last few days, I've been actively asking JT out, like how I asked if it's okay if we have lunch together like last week at some point, and then she actively asked me out today. So we're just fucking asking each other out again and again and again, to a point of not anxiety, but to a point of desperation because of our need for survival. So yeah, I don't know. It's just the world has changed so much, and I have changed so much, and circumstances are so friggin' different. And I feel like, as of now, I feel like I'm more relaxed being in this US environment now. I'm getting used to things a little more. I go to bed faster. Like, I'm beginning to acclimate, adjust, adapt into this new lifestyle. So and I don't even need to look at the map. I know exactly where to go. I know exactly where I'm walking right now. Alright, the bus won't be arriving until about 10 minutes later, so I have a lot of time. So yeah, with this sudden change in schedule, lunching with JT today means de-lunch tomorrow. And I've already filmed my Nanare review real quick, so that's really cool. So when I go back to the host family, unless I and JT walk around Sawtell, which I hope it happens, yeah, I'm gonna come back to the host family house, and I'm gonna have dinner, and then there's the editing the Nanary album review, do this psychology exam, and watch anime. That's pretty much it. I also want to continue writing The Virgin. 3 more scenes to modify. I think 1 more scene to add, and then I'm good. And that's pretty much it. For tomorrow, it'll be a D lunch afternoon. I wake up late, a D lunch afternoon, homework, and not much else. I gotta edit Central Vlog. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I need to add a section in my Google spreadsheet where I basically write down every single time I use money, I spend money, and how and why. So as to keep a financial record. Alright, this is not a very safe place to be, and JT's right there. Alright, I have got off. Time now is 3:54. It's not that late. It's whatever actually, because I asked JT if she had to rush back home, and she said she doesn't have to, but it's best if she goes back home before sunset, and the sun is beginning to set right now, and so it's just in time. And I also got to do revision. You know, I still got to study for my psychology exam, so it's best if I return home a little early. But I'm still grateful for today. I got myself a drink. It's quite expensive actually. Regular ramen for $18, and then this drink is nearly $6, which is crazy because when I bought it, it's $4.95, but with taxes and then with tips, it's 6 point something dollars. I think 6.7 or something, or I think it was 5.7. But it's more expensive than I thought it would be. But I still like it. I still enjoy it. And after a bowl of ramen, I very much need some drinks. And then afterwards, I and JT went to the Nijiya market and we got ourselves some fruit. And she also bought some other stuff. I got a box of kiwis. And the reason being is that the host and her son, my host and her son, they don't eat fruits. They don't eat fruits. And I eat fruits. And I think fruits are very important, you know? So I bought some. But I don't want to buy too much because I will be the one who's gonna finish all the fruits. So I got a box of like 7 kiwis, and now I have to finish it within the next 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have to eat 7 kiwis for the next 2 weeks, which is fine because kiwis have an abundance of vitamin C, and I think vitamin C will help me reinforce my immune system, especially against the Omicron in Los Angeles. So yeah, there we go. I bought some kiwis, and then that's it. We took the bus, went back home. That's it. We talked about some stuff. I'll talk more when I return. All right, it is 4:16. I'm back home again. Yeah. All right. I'm just wearing my undershirt right now, and I'm not wearing socks right now because it is hot. For some reason, it is hot. So yeah, I don't know. It's just. I don't want to sweat, and there's no air conditioning in this room. Air conditioning does not exist in this room for some reason, I think. So it's probably a good idea to move out for the summer or the or the spring even, because air conditioning is very important. But yeah, there's no air conditioning in this room, and it gets really warm for some reason. Because of that, not for some reason. So yeah. But anyways, um, yeah. Anyways, I and JT didn't talk that much about everything, to be honest. It's just like what's going on now. And yeah, my mom wants to phone call me again, so I have to tend to that. But JT did tell me a couple things. First of all, her host's son, who is 38 years old, and is probably also a shut-in like my host's son, offered him weed not too long ago in a nice way, and now is inviting, or not inviting, but he told JT that he wants to play a war game, and JT's never played one. I've never played one, and JT's asking me if it's well, she's not asking me, but she's like, "Oh, do you play war games?" Like suggesting maybe I could join, but that's a big maybe because JT doesn't fully trust him yet, nor do I. Obviously, I've never seen him, so there we go. And then on top of that, JT from her biology class has met a female friend, and that friend is from Central Asia. JT forgot which exact country it was because it's an English word that JT's never heard of before. But JT said it's a friend of Tibet's, but really it's something something between Russia and Pakistan, anywhere between that. Central Asian friend who lives in Beverly Hills. And hey, if I get the chance, I would like to meet her as well. I don't know why, but it's all these females. Like I'm surrounded by women. This Latina who asked me for notes, and JT's two friends, a Mexican girl and a Central Asian girl. And then on top of that, JT also said that she might want to go back to Hong Kong at some point, like 3 months later or so, because her next semester is all online, and it's going to be all online, and JT just thought it's stupid to stay in the USA if all she can do is go back to Hong Kong. And I would like to do that too, except I kind of can't because for my next semester I got on-ground courses, which is exciting, I guess, yes, but I miss Hong Kong too, And that's pretty much just it. There really isn't much else. I told JT about Diana, the girl who acts like a mommy, and the church, and that's pretty much just it. Not much else. Yeah, we were in Sawtell, Japantown, and it was nice. In the ramen shop, they were playing the Weeknd album again because I listened to it last night and reviewed it. But they were playing it, and it was so loud, and it's really difficult for me and JT to talk to each other. And JT said it's really weird that in a Japanese restaurant, most of the waiters are not even Japanese. And then we went to a store next door, and there were two Japanese girls, and they spoke in Japanese. Like I could hear, both I and JT could hear them speaking in Japanese. And after years of experience, not even years, like months of listening to VTubers and watching anime, I could make out some of the stuff they say, but only some. And it's refreshing. It's cool to hear real people, like actual Japanese people in Japantown. It's really cool. But they do not dress like Japanese people at all. They dress like Los Angeles people. Thick makeup, no glasses. The only thing Japanese about them is that one of the girls had pink dyed hair. And that's it. And I thought it's a little... I've never even lived in Japan, so, who am I to say? But, yeah, that is pretty much it. And then I bought tea. I hesitated because I know it would cost me, but I was thirsty, so I bought myself black sugar milk tea, and it was originally 4 point something, but plus taxes plus tips, it's gone expensive again. And then we went to Nijia Market, and that's pretty much just it. And yeah, hopefully we get to hang out more. Hopefully we get to reach out more to different people. And yeah, that's all. So I'm gonna speak to my mom while I edit my album review, and then I'm gonna continue on with my daily life stuff, edit vlogs and, you know, do my psychology exam. And if I have time, I would read books and write the version, and that's pretty much it. Alright, it's 6:22 p.m. I just calculated my spendings last week, and holy shit. I spent 1,200 Hong Kong dollars. More than that. I spend, okay, let's see. I spent 1,240.824 Hong Kong dollars last week. That is insane. Fuck. And in US dollars, that is 159.08. What the fuck happened? Psychology ebook is 80 US dollars. The Vietnamese pork rice is literally like nearly 20%. Or actually, how much is that? 186 over 1,240. Yeah, the Vietnamese pork rice I had yesterday is 15% of all the money that I've spent last week, including today. So today, including the last 7 days. And that is not counting the lunches and dinners that my mom or my aunt had paid. So that's messed up. Yeah, that's very messed up. Yeah, spoke to Cedric a little bit on Instagram. I sent him memes. Dinner's gonna be ready in about 45 minutes, so I'm gonna do some homework. Yeah. Alright, time now is 10:52 p.m. I did the psychology exam. They gave me 80 minutes. I finished it in 38 minutes, even though I did take my time. But I also took a lot of time studying. This is why I started so late. And it's out of 150, and it's difficult. And if I got a score lower than 136, then I will have a B so far. So I must get a score at least 136 if I want to be above 90% again. $144, baby. 144. You know what? I'll take it. It's not perfect, but I'll take it. I got so every question is worth 2 points. So I lost 6 points, which means I got 3 questions wrong. 3 questions out of 75. You know what? I'll take it. I will take it. So my grade overall right now is above 90. Yes, it is, baby. Yes, it is. It is above 90. And, hold on. Woo! Woo! I'm higher than the mean. Would you look at that? I'm higher than the mean. If it weren't for this test, like, okay, if I got lower than 136, if I got 135, if I got 135, 89.83. Now that's messed up. I can't do that. So yeah, I'm quite the lucky boy. Yeah, that's it. Now I have a lot of extra time to edit my Central vlog and Korea vlog and watch anime, and yay. Shit, my hair is embarrassing. Anyways, time now is 11:30 a.m. in the morning on January 12th. It's a Wednesday again. It's been a whole week since I have been officially completely alone, which is January 6th. Not a whole week, but yeah, pretty much. So, wow, time is moving faster again. It's moving faster again, I have to admit. Last night I tried to sleep early, but obviously I can't I went to bed at the end at around 3:40 a.m. and then I woke up naturally today at 10:40 before the alarm even rang. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why I sleep so little, and also the quality of sleep last night is not very great. I didn't immediately fall asleep, and I woke up like 4 times in the middle. It's quite bad. Back to the Hong Kong days. Um, yeah, I don't know why. I actually do not know why that is the case. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna fix my hair a little bit again. This is the second time I have to do it today. And then I'm gonna have breakfast. I'm gonna have a D lunch. I'm gonna do some psychology homework, some film homework. I'm gonna edit some videos. That's it. Today's gonna be chill day. It's gonna be very predictable. Nothing important is going to happen. I hope I continue to make connections and make friends here. So there's that. But yeah, JT's already at 2. Like, as far as connections go, JT has already made 2. The Mexican girl and the Tibetan girl. I have made, not counting JT and Tim, that Latina was probably the first one. And we're not friends, but we talked at least. So I don't know, I hope this continues. Alright, time now is 4:22 p.m. And once again, the weather is quite nice. It's not super hot. It's not super cold. Yeah, I don't know. A couple things. First of all, I had a lot of time today. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just didn't have a lot to do, but I just had a lot of time. I did my psychology homework. I haven't done any film homework. And I think that's fine. I can do some tonight, but it's not urgent. I edited a lot of my central vlog, which requires a lot of editing, especially for part 3. And yeah, it's going well. And now I'm going to college again. So I received an email earlier. It's nothing. It's not much, It's nothing. It's not a huge deal, but I just want to mention that I received an email from the professor saying, reminding me that you're doing great, but the way it is phrased is quite funny. She said, despite your quiet presence in our class, I can tell you're really interested in this course. Which is hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna walk that way, because I know if I walk that way, I'm going to have to walk all the way back again. So yeah. And that's very funny. If I was younger, I would be even more quiet. The fact that I'm raising my hand, like, occasionally, already means that I've improved a lot. So there's that. Alright, so I arrived at the bus stop. You have got to be fucking kidding me. I looked at the app that monitors, buses and public transportation and stuff. And apparently the next bus will arrive at 31 minutes. I need to wait for the bus for 31 minutes. Ain't no fucking way. Are public transportation in Los Angeles this shit? Seriously? I have no other way. It's not like the host's son can drive me there. That would be the second option I would usually take. So I have no idea what the fuck should I do. Maybe I should just walk there. Maybe that would even be faster. I don't know. Alright, it'll be 1 hour and 16 minutes if I walk there. And it'll be 52 minutes if I wait for the bus to go there. So it doesn't make much difference. I'll be late otherwise, unless I take more than 2 buses, or take more than 1 bus. I'm checking. Alright, I've arrived at the next station. It's surprisingly more far away than I expected. When I arrived like a couple minutes ago, a bus number 7 just zoomed past for some reason. Maybe it wasn't in the system because it wasn't taking any passengers or something, but I don't know, there's no way in hell am I gonna wait for another half an hour standing right here just to get a bus to college, just to be late. There's no way in hell. So hopefully the system is wrong. Either way, this is a terrible system. Alright, it's 5:32 p.m. I'm fucking late. Not by a lot, but by like 17 minutes, which is still extremely late. So yay. Alright, just finished today's lecture. Oh my god. We are in an absolutely terrible situation. Absolutely terrible. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I have a little time. I'm gonna simplify things. There are 9 students in our class, but yesterday, 2 days ago, there were only 7 people. And then today there's only 6, including me. And the reason being is that one of the people is confirmed positive. Coronavirus positive. And I know who that person is, even though I wasn't told who that person is. I know exactly who she is. It's the politically conscious girl that I mentioned a couple days ago. She got the virus. I could tell, it's easy deduction. I mean, there were only 9 of us, but there were only 7 of us last time we met. Today there's 6. So process of elimination. You know who exactly got the coronavirus. And apparently, according to the professor, 2 out of the 9 of us also may have been exposed to the coronavirus because maybe their family member had it, maybe their friends have it. So it's out of 9. 3 out of 9. Okay, 1 confirmed, 2 possible, 3 in total out of 9. Holy fuck. It can't be worse. It can't be worse than this. I mean, fuck. Like I want to film myself. I can't fucking believe it. I came to USA, came to LA. How many days has it been? 12 days in, and then this shit happens. Like, I'm already not complaining about the food prices and the terrible bus service. I mean, I waited at the bus stop for 40 minutes today. This. It's absolutely, I don't know what to say. I'm like, this mask is not enough, okay? This mask is not enough. Even my professor said this is not enough. I need an N95, okay? I need a real professional surgical mask. I'm afraid this is not enough. I need to at least double up. I need to at least wear double masks. This is not enough. There's a hole at the side. It's gonna go in. It's gonna fucking go in there. I don't fucking know what to do. And, you know, to people who say that it's just a flu, you know, even if you get it, you're gonna recover and it's gonna be fine. It's like nothing happened. No, it's not like nothing happened. After you get it, even after you recover, there are after effects. Your immune system is weakened. Your lungs are all broken up. And I can't have that. I can't have that. And also, some older people, some people who are already ill, some people who are predispositioned, genetic predispositioned to illnesses, if they're exposed to my virus, if I have one, then they may actually die, and I can't have that risk. It is about life and death, to put it simply. And as much as I want to be optimistic about this, I mean, it's funny because today the topic of the lecture is stress. I'm fucking stressed out. I really am. I am actually quite stressed out right now. Alright, just got off. Several things to talk about. Right, so, fuck. I shouldn't have gone to USA. I shouldn't have come here. I mean, look, I come here for 3 things, right? I don't even want to fucking touch it. I don't want to fucking touch anything. The string on the bus, this, I don't even want to touch it. Fuck it, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I shouldn't have come to this goddamn place. USA is just not for me. Like, even without the virus, like, during class today, there were a lot of American culture stuff. I mean, like, look, man, globalization exists, YouTube exists, Google exists. I know a lot about American culture, but at the end of the day, I'm still a Hong Konger, and I don't know 100% about American culture. So today, when the professor talked about eustress and distress, and she's like, gym, going to the gym, eustress or distress, and in my head, immediately, without hesitation, I'm like, de-stress. I didn't say it out loud, and everybody around me is like, eustress. What? Seriously? And apparently it's a culture thing. And then, speaking of stress, the professor talked about how dogs have stress too, and she said that a day in a year, dogs have the most stress. And I'm like, what the heck? How is this possible? And then people around me are like, oh yeah, 4th of July. And then I'm like, oh, 4th of July, because fireworks. Like, I didn't make that connection because I'm not even aware that people excessively launch fireworks during the 4th of July, because in Hong Kong, people are not that quote-unquote patriotic to itself or China, which is good. Being patriotic to such regimes is not a good idea. Yeah, and there were a lot of other examples. I just don't know, but the culture is just different here, and especially in a more secluded group of people of nine Americans, or well, today it was only 6 people. In this secluded 6 people, like when I don't understand something culturally, I don't know who to turn to. Whereas if it's a lot of people, then I don't even care, because there's so many of them. There's so many of us. Now, I'm usually very quote-unquote quiet in class, even though if it 2 years ago, I would be even quieter. But nowadays, I'm a little bit more active. I raise my hands and speak up from time to time, but not as frequently as the other 6. And the other 6, referring to the other 6 students on Monday, right? Now it's the other 5, because one of the girls got sick with the coronavirus. So yeah, this is quite scary. So of course, I've been wanting to make connections and make friends, and a Latina girl asked me for notes, and she was like, oh, thank you, good luck. And then I'm like, oh yeah, good luck to you too. And that's really cool. I like that. And not much else, actually. Today, after I left the classroom, one of the dudes, the tall dude who sat behind me and then to my left, he rode a bike, and before hopping onto the bike, I walked past him, and he said me by name. He called me by name. He said, have a good day, Enoch. And I said, you too, stay safe. I added stay safe, and then he said, you too. It was nice, and I like it. It's and I wasn't stressed about that at all, but you get the idea. Oh, actually, during break, I asked the professor, like, during break, at that point, okay, so okay, let's go through this chronologically, all right? Also, when the hell is this crossroad gonna, what the fuck? It's not, what the fuck is it doing? So okay, right. What the fuck? It's not turning green. It's not turning white. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong? I don't know. All right, let's go through it chronologically. I was late by about 17 minutes, so I arrived in class. Oh, I was late about 20 minutes actually. I arrived in class at around, I think, 5:35. There we go. So I arrived at around, not 5:35, no, yes, 5:35. God, I'm so stressed right now. I arrived at around 5:35, and I sat down, and I was gonna be like, okay, let me just ask the Latina girl, because, you know, I've helped out a Latina girl, so she's gonna help me out. So I wanted to ask her, like, oh, what have I missed in the last 20 minutes, you know? Did the professor say something important? But never mind. The professor was like, oh, okay, Enoch, I got you. So she ticked me in her in the seating plan in the school website, the Canvas website, and she's like, okay, so before you came, so the professor said to me, before you came, Enoch, I already told the rest of the class what happened. So I'm gonna tell it to you now again. Tell it to you and them again. I was informed that one of us, I'm not going to tell you who because confidentiality, but one of us has got the coronavirus and it's confirmed positive. And at that point I was like, oh my God, no fucking way. No fucking way. Like the terrible bus system and the super expensive price is already terrible. This is just another level, next level. So I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. So I was really shocked, and I just kept listening. And she said, the professor kept speaking, and she said, 2 other people are exposed. That is a total of 3 out of 9 of us. 9! Holy crap. And so, she continued to explain the situation. So apparently, the college would not allow this class to go online. Now, as of now, I would love it if this class goes online. And I know I've been doing online courses for the last year and a half, and I'm so fed up of it. But here's the thing, man. I prioritize my personal health and safety than face-to-face lectures because it's entertaining. It's more entertaining and it's easier to absorb that way. But health is more important, okay? Health is more important. And not just my health, the health of others as well. So I was worried. I mean, especially like if this shit happens in Hong Kong. First of all, this shit seldom happens in Hong Kong. It's really difficult for multiple people within the same 9 people to be exposed to the virus, let alone confirmed. But as you all can tell, Americans are less sensitive about the coronavirus because in general they're not as well educated about it. So I just didn't know what to say. I was just so scared. So during the break, I went out on the teacher's table. There were disinfecting wipes. I grabbed one, wiped the table, wiped the chair, did everything. I did everything. And that was when the professor asked me, oh, do you want paper towels? Or you can use some over there. So I used some over there. Used some paper towel over there. It wasn't exactly paper towel, it was moisturized. And it was right on top of the trash can for some reason. Like it was part of it, it was inbuilt into the trash can. But afterwards I was genuinely concerned. So I asked the professor, okay, so would it be best if I test myself for the coronavirus as soon as possible? And she said, yes. For me, I would. Like the professor saying, for me, I would. And for you, due diligence, you should do that as well. So she went onto her computer, she went to this college website, and there's a page in the website that basically provides a bunch of addresses and links and information about coronavirus testing, and saying that there are spots on the campus that provides testing. And then she looked at me and said that my mask is not thick enough. It's not thick enough, and it has air holes, and it's not that effective. Now in Hong Kong, it's fine, because in Hong Kong, people are more sensitive about the coronavirus. Thus, the sterilization and this sanitization is more intensive in Hong Kong. And there are less cases in Hong Kong. But in the USA, it's different. So there's more of an emphasis on masks. People are wearing double masks, N95. Professor told me that she suggests N95 or KN95. So obviously, coming across buying such surgical masks are going to be difficult. So I said, I don't know where to find them. And she said, okay, you can buy them on Amazon for $50, which is very fucking expensive. She didn't say that, but in my head, I'm like, wow, that's expensive. You can buy them on Amazon, and there's that. I also talked about, she also talked about self-testing. Again, self-testing kits are really difficult to find. They're being robbed and sold out and whatever. There are testing sites in the campus, which is cool. And she knows that I'm an immigrant. Well, actually, right when this class began, she's like, "Can you name some examples of stressors?" And I said immigration, and I think she thought, "Oh, obviously, you as an immigrant would say that because, you're an immigrant." So there's that. But during the break, she said, "You probably will be able to get a coronavirus test because of your immigrant status." So there's that. So I don't know. I hope the class goes online. As much as I love live face-to-face lectures, I hope the class goes online, man. I'm not comfortable. In fact, I'm not even sure if I myself have the virus now or not. Because the girl who got confirmed positive hung out with the Latina girl on Monday, and then the Latina girl came to me for notes, and I touched her phone. So, second hand, third hand, I'm fucked. Just had a lengthy phone call with my mom, and let's continue. A couple more things. So at the very end of the class. So throughout the class, I've been thought of as someone who's very quiet, and rightfully so. I'm the only Hong Konger, and I've never lived in LA before. Like, obviously, I have every single right to be quiet. I was so fixated on the fact that somebody in my class has got the COVID that, when my professor was talking, like, sometimes I wasn't even paying attention. And that is so ironic because at some point, the subject of the matter is adjustment disorder, which is where you can't concentrate on what you're doing because you're stressed out about something. Well, here you go. At some point the professor was like, even the quiet ones, like, right, Enoch, right? And she's like, air fist bump. And I heard her, and in my head I'm like, what's going on? But I heard her saying air fist bump, right, Enoch? And I'm like, yep, air fist bump. So I did that. She's a nice professor, don't get me wrong, but damn, was it stressful. Damn. But at the very end of the class, before I left, I asked, in front of the whole class, I asked the professor, so you said there were 3, so is it like 3 of them in our class? And then the professor reiterated, yes, 1 confirmed, 2 exposed, may or may not have the virus out of us 9 students plus 1 me, professor. Wow. And at that point, a lot of people were looking at me as well. And by a lot, I mean the other people, the other 5 students and the 1 professor. So, yeah, it is extremely scary, yes. And we were socially distanced. Inside the classroom, we were socially distanced. We all wore masks. And we make sure our seats and our table are cleaned. But you have to admit, on Monday, when the girl spoke to the Latina, and then the Latina spoke to me, where we were not so distant, and the fact that she gave me her phone for me to type in my Gmail into her phone, there's a chance. There might actually be a chance I get the virus. I never thought it would happen to me, to be honest. Especially in Hong Kong, where the chances of getting one is low. And even so, I was never, relaxed about it. I was always very scared about it. I was always very, alert about it. And, yeah. I was always, just especially in the second wave and third wave, I used to be very scared of it. But obviously after the third wave, or I think the fourth wave, it died down in Hong Kong, so I was more relaxed by then. And I was more cautious here in the USA, but not enough, obviously. So, all at the same time, I have to admit, I am now dirtier than I have been since a long time ago. I've never been this dirty, since a long time ago. I mean, yeah, I take showers every day, as of now, which is good, but the only place in my room where I wear pajamas is my bed. And everywhere else is dirty. Again, the laptop is dirty, obviously, because it's been to the college. You see, I'm less of a germaphobe now, and it's supposed to be a good fucking thing, okay? It's supposed to be a good thing. It means I'm freer now. It means I'm more normal now. I used to be a huge germaphobe, Back in Hong Kong days, I used to be very, very careful about what is in my room. I could touch a door handle of my mom's bedroom and I would still wash my hands, because my mom's bedroom door handle is dirtier than my own bedroom's door handle, which I have personally wiped. As of now, that door handle is pretty much the first thing I touch after I return home. And that is messed up, and I need to be more aware of it once again. I noticed these things. I noticed that my nails are a little dirtier than they used to be, and I noticed that I could feel that some of my nails hurt when I press them. And I suspect that it is exactly because I am more dirty now. I have been dirtier. And on top of that, usually my phone screen never gets oil on it. I could hold it, I could touch it with my thumb, and there would be not a single lick of oil. No oil at all. It would be completely clean. It would be as if it was untouched. And that is because I used to wash my hands all the fucking time, and everything I touch is all very clean and oilless. But things are different now. I don't know why, but I touch my phone, and even though I've washed my hands, there would still be an oil stain. There would still be a fingerprint. Why? It is because everything else about me right now is dirty. The clothes I'm wearing, I just wore them to college. The table, I've cleaned them. I've sprayed alcohol, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't fucking enough. I'm not clean enough germaphobe. And it's real difficult because it's a big ass room. So, right, I have alcohol there. I have wipes. I'm going to wipe everything down right now. I'm going to wipe everything down. And the pajama policy still stands. I will still only wear pajamas when I go to bed. And nowhere else. But I will probably get myself a special set of clothes. So I already changed my pants. God damn it! I shouldn't have sat on this chair. I shouldn't have. I should have sprayed this chair first. I should have changed my shirt. I just changed my pants. Okay, I'm gonna take off my pants again and spray it. I'm gonna spray everything else. This sofa, all the other things, all the chairs, the floor. I'll spray a little bit. I'll spray up everything. I'll clean up, and there's that. I'm gonna wear double masks, and I'm gonna go to testing site tomorrow to test, and then hopefully the class goes online, which is contradicting, because a month ago I was like, it needs to be on ground. It needs to be on ground. But that is before the Omicron. Things have changed. Yeah. Adam spoke to me a little. I made an Instagram story where I'm like, fuck. I shouldn't have come to USA. And Adam saw it and responded a little bit. Cedric saw it and was like, you finally understand my pain now. See, another problem is acne. I don't know why, but my acne's acting up again. And even though I wash my face every single day, my acne's acting up. Why? Oil. Why? Dirty. It all connects. I'm dirty now. And it is exactly now that I need to be even more cautious. And with all this wood in my room right now, wooden floor, carpets, like, these are things that I hate. In Hong Kong, it's all marble and stone. But this is just exactly what's wrong. And I need to be extra cautious. Also, I may want to return to Hong Kong because living here sucks. I don't enjoy living here at all, actually. Like, so far, I haven't enjoyed myself in LA. Not at all. Other than the Santa Monica Pier. That lunch was amazing, but that's it. I haven't enjoyed it all, actually. Like, the food was pricey, the transportation system sucks, COVID is worse here, and the culture is just different. I don't fit in. I don't understand some of the jokes they say. And even if I do, I don't laugh because I'm not like them. I don't think like them. It's different here. I feel like I'm more at home in Hong Kong. So I may actually really want to return. So I need to take into consideration that if my classes for next semester do get canceled or go online completely, I'm just gonna go back, and or I may go back, or may not go back, since yeah, it's going back is a huge issue. It's the plane ticket is expensive. I need to quarantine for 21 days, and I don't know if I'm committed or sane enough to do that. And the quarantine is also very expensive. Plus, I got a lot of stuff. I don't know if I can put them all in 2 luggages plus 1 bag. It's definitely not going to be enough. So, I have no idea. I actually have no fucking idea. And yes, I'm scared. But I do want to go back. JT wants to go back. JT told me yesterday, and I think I've said this. JT told me that there's a big chance that she may go back. I may go back too. And okay, another thing I'd like to mention is the host of this house, the old woman. She has a very strange, ambivalent stance on coronavirus and Omicron. On one hand, she and her son really, really hate anti-vaxxers, and I hate them too, but she really hates these anti-vaxxers because, and she said, you know, if you don't take the vaccine and you die, you deserve to die because you're dumb. You're too stupid to take the vaccine. But then at the same time, she also doesn't care that much about Omicron, nor does her son. They're like, Omicron is weak. It's contagious, but it's weak. You get it? You're going to be fine in a week. And she's also mad about masks. Like, she's like all these masks, like they're going too far. And she's saying scare tactics. Like, she's saying that the government is adding are making this the government is making this coronavirus thing so severe, like, when in fact it's not even. Because apparently the the host's aunt died of bronchitis, but the government considered that coronavirus death. And I was gonna say, oh, my government does the exact opposite. But I would rather have a government who uses a scare tactic than to do the opposite and let people die. Okay? But yeah, they're not as concerned as I would have liked them to. So yeah, I don't know. All right. Time now is 10:12 p.m. Yeah. So I have a theory. I have a lot of acne now. I feel like because my face is too dry, so I'm secreting even more face oil than before. Thus this. So I just applied. Okay, couple changes, right? This red towel, small red towel I took out of the cabinet. I'm going to use this as a face wipe and hair wipe, like how I usually do in Hong Kong, except the exception is that this is not completely clean, which means that this cannot be put with my bath towels, shower towels, and my pajamas. It cannot be in the same category. Nor can this towel be with my street clothes or this. So this is in and of itself. So the function of this is that I come back home and I use this first. Wipe my face and my hair. So that when I take off my clothes and my clothes brush past my face and my hair, it'll still remain clean. And then I'm going to change my clothes to this. I've changed my clothes, obviously. This is going to be my clotheswear. My clotheswear is different from my streetwear, which is right here. I've cleared out some of the space here. I sprayed everything, the floor. I wiped down the chair again. I sprayed everything, the doorknobs, light switches, everything. And, yeah, if I do have the coronavirus now, there's nothing I could do to stop it. Like, as much as I spray, as much as I clean my face, it won't stop anything. I'm already screwed. So that's why we have the testing site tomorrow. So hopefully there's that. Okay, it's 11:30 p.m. I'm definitely cleaner now. There are wrinkles on my fingers, which means I've washed my hands quite a lot. Return to normal. And I'm tired. I don't know why. I don't want to go to college tomorrow. I don't want to go to college ever until this Omicron thing blows over. So I received an email from the professor, and it's not an email saying that it's going to go online. It's an email saying that there's no college on Monday because apparently it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Uh, okay, okie dokie. And also, my mom said maybe I'm gonna have to go to get a booster shot, the third injection, because, my antibodies will run out or something. Yeah, whatever. I'll take it. I don't care. As long as it protects me from Omicron, really. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to a testing site, probably. I'm gonna do more research on it. Maybe I'll go to the Discord server and ask people if it's okay. Or ask people if they're also doing it or not. I don't know. But I'm gonna go to the testing site and yeah, As you could probably tell for the last 3 hours, it's 11:30. I finished dinner at around 9, I think. So for the last 2.5 hours I just didn't do anything but watch YouTube videos on my phone. Like, as you can see, I don't have my laptop set up, but usually I do. God. Alright, it is 2:43 a.m. in the morning. My under lips are hurting again. I don't know what's going on with me. I checked the college website and the testing site. I have to make an appointment, and I should have checked this earlier because all the slots are unavailable, both today, aka Thursday, and Friday. And Saturday, it's probably not going to be open. Sunday, no. Monday, no, because it's MLK Junior Day. So I'm going to have to test on Tuesday, probably, which is already too late. Yeah, this probably also means that I will not be hanging out with JT or with Tim at all for the next few days. For the sake of well-being, I will not be going to church. I will be staying here all day long, which is going to be boring, I guess. Also, I finally remembered to email the college cashier office, and the message is rejected. I don't fucking know why. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to email the IEC and ask them what the hell's going on and why can't I email the cashier's office. I don't fucking know anymore. Or maybe I'm gonna try email the cashier's office tomorrow morning instead. Yeah. Living here sucks. Living in LA kind of sucks. All the services are very inefficient and inconsistent. Public transport is bad, it's expensive, and it's so far not very pleasant. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but so far my experience here isn't really all that great. Yeah, but I'm not naive, you know? I knew it's gonna be like this. I just didn't know that it's gonna be this bad. So, yeah.